Welcome to Porpeang Lake, guys, and today we're after some big Java barb. So fingers crossed, we're going to set up the waggler and fish corn close in and see if we can get a couple of 2 or 3 pounders. If we're very lucky, even a 4 pounder, which I've had a few, and lake record at present is a touch over 5 pounds. So we're in the glory hole swim today. We'll get over there and we'll give it a try. About 20 minutes ago I just balled in 5 big balls of ground bait, and hopefully the big Java barbs were already there. So I'm just going to fish a light waggler. It's actually a pole waggler, but I'll show you that in a second. Alright, spoon. I've been busy last couple of weeks starting the enclosure for the glory hole swim, where we're fishing today. Got to knock up a gate, and as the water level keeps dropping, because we're just starting into the dry season soon, I need to keep extending this out as the shelf drops down, otherwise the goats will be around. Once that's all done, same with this side, then we're going to plant everything up in here that the goats would normally eat, giving half a chance. Right, here's my basic setup. There's the fire from our night fishing session the other week. Brilliant session, really good. Let's fish in the swim already. Pop the looking mat here. Don't diss me landing net, guys. That's for stuff that's going to go into the gar tank or to be eaten, like so why. There's the proper net, and then anything that we can put in the keep net to eat later, keep it fresh good. Anything too small for that the gar are going to have, they go in there. Lots of towels and rags, because there's lots of ground bait throwing. Get through a lot of bait here, although the fish still aren't, you know, gigantic proportions by any means. There's a lot of them, and when they get on the feed they clear your swim out very, very quickly. So it'll be a big ball of that every sort of like 10-15 minutes. Okay, setup for today, super simple. My what I would call a pellet waggler rod. I think it's 10 or 11 foot, run of the mill fixed ball reel. Main line is 10 pound. My hook link is 8 pound, going to a small swivel. So normally I'd put weights there, but I don't like line twist on my hook link, so I use this little swivel there, a little bit of bulk shot there, and then a pole float. I'll just show you that, a pole waggler float. It only takes about 2 AA. I've secured it with two stoppers there, which don't damage the line. Wasn't that long ago we always used to use split shot, didn't we? Yeah, normally use this on a pole. The reason I've reverted to using this rather than a straight waggler or a bodied waggler is they're super sensitive. So I fish on the bottom and I just tighten up to about there. So the swivel sometimes is just touching the bottom of the lake bed, and then when you get a bite, it's there's very, very little resistance. I had started using, with quite good success, a little running barrel lead there, and it seemed to pick out the bigger fish, but I was foul hooking some fish as well, which I don't like. So this way it's a little bit more sensitive, and yeah, seemed to get a little bit more Java action. They sometimes take it on the drop, which are not keen on unless I'm actually fishing that style, so hopefully this bulk shot gets through most of them. Right, let's give it a go. Single bit of corn, lightly hooked on what I would say is about a size 12. Line and the float a little bit out of balance, but we've got a lot of pacu in here, so I want to give myself a sporting chance just in case one of those turn up. They easily bite through 20, 30, 40 pound line, but anything like 4 pound, which I used to use, are not adequate. Shocking rig to cast out, but it sits just nice. So we're fishing down a slope, just the first few feet of a slope, just about half a rod length out down there. That's where the slope starts. There's a shelf here, and that will be exposed in the dry season. Okay, so we're sitting pretty. So the corn is just off the bottom, so a little bit too far. Just drag it a little bit. Just missed my first bite on the first row. I just chucked out again, and they're there. So a little bit tentative to start with, and then it shot up in the air. Do like a lift bite. Just tighten up a tiny bit, bring the float down. It's another good thing about this float. Normally in the UK you'd fish with just what I'd call a nipple showing, but here the bites are so quick and you get so many more liners. You get plenty of float showing out the water, so a fine bristle tip. It's good. No good if you want to fish at range, but close in, it's brilliant. It's the best float I've used so far for this sort of fishing. Well, we're in. Missed my first bite, and second throw whoa, I think it's a big job. Second throw I bumped one off, so I checked the hook and it wasn't looking its best, so after changing the hook, I've got a couple of filling little bites on the corn, so I thought, right, I'll just put a pellet on and see if it's small fish messing about. Like this beauty. I'm holding the camera between my thighs. Let's have a look at you, mate. Not a bad start. Not bad at all, eh? Get around here. I got barbed hooks, but I use the long nose pliers and nip the barb off. It's more like a whisker barb now. Right, I'm getting unhooked and slipping back. Use very small pellets. These are just what we feed the catfish down again. And we just soak them for a few minutes in like a fishy additive, and then put a little bit of oil with them, and then they stop going too soft. This will stay on the hook for about 2 minutes. It's basically fishing paste, but the same size ball of paste every single time. So the idea is trying to pick up some of these filter feeders like Catler. I haven't caught one for bloody ages. Well, I've just had this little Java on the corn. I think there's a lot of these down there, so I need to step up the ground bait. Let's pop him back. Ground bait's a real stodgy mix, and it's not fine at all, and lots of hook baits in here as well. So there's so many Javas in here that size. I don't particularly want to catch them that size. I've had a few sessions on the pole, on the whip. They're good fun, but just try and keep them full up, get them full as quick as possible, and you know, they don't need too many big grains of corn to fill them up. So hopefully we can get them out to swim, and the big boys will turn up. Another plump, perfectly formed little Java. It's been a little bit slow, to be fair, so I've just shallowed up a bit and basically just fished really close in. I don't know whether it's to do with the heavy rain we had last night. It's dropped the temperature obviously in the water, so maybe the fish are a bit closer in. That's my first chuck close in and fish straight away, so see how we get on. Oh, we're in. Super close as well. It's like another half decent Java barb. It's definitely over a pound. Maybe 2. Beautiful fish. Bit of a wobble on the camera, guys, sorry, it's my knees knocking. There he is. Come on, mate. It's been quite hard work. Not getting it in. Well, it's got plenty of power. Good lad. There's been a lot of snakehead and jungle perch around. Ooh, 1 3/4, I reckon. No, I take it back actually. That's a 2 pound fish. Beautiful. What a stunner, eh? Pop him back. quite good for popping back the Javas. They seem to recover very, very quickly, unlike some of the other species we've got. I think cattle are about the worst. Right, a bit more ground bait. Well, we're back. About a couple of hours away, not through choice. To go and check on the goats, top up the water, make sure we hadn't had any births, and I did a bit of gardening in the old veggie patch. Hang on, got my old line caught up there. So we're still on the old wobbly camera. So I came back, had a couple of casts without putting any bait in first. And they were just getting pestered by small stuff. Come really close in, and he's about a pound. Not a bad start. Yeah, slipping back. You might see on camera, I don't know if you can make it out, is the odd goat jelly bean. What happens when we get really heavy rain? Any jelly beans that are near the edge of the lake sometimes get washed in. Not a concern. So, some fish will eat them. I've seen them take them off the surface sometimes, but generally speaking, they just get washed up onto the shelf, and they'll break down eventually and feed all the plants in the margins. Now, this is a bigger one, I think. I hope so. Let's hope it's not a carp, hey. Nothing against carp, but I prefer the old Javas. If it's a Java, it's a 2-pounder. I think, maybe. Maybe not. Let's have a look. It's about 1.5 pounds, I reckon. Maybe pushing 2. Let's have a look. Beautiful. Could be a good one.
Wow. Whoa. Be another edge. Ooh.
That's a bit better.
Put in it.
Strong one. Yay.
Wow. Hopefully it's my standing rods in it.
Whoa, that's a clonker. Not a bad way to finish the day, eh? Thanks for watching.
Finished already? I'm not caught one yet.
England win again.
Because I'm busy, love. Let go, eat you later.